We will be absolutely a multi-world species. So
in 35 years.
Absolutely. So
what does it mean? Define multi-world species.
That means we will have human beings on Mars, and we will have an economy between the Earth and the Moon. So there'll be people that will. Some people might choose to permanently live on the Moon, but certainly do honeymoons on the Moon and vacation on the Moon. But the industrialization of the Moon and
people will be just doing their honeymoons on the Moon.
Why not? I mean, isn't that
I don't know. Danger is boring up there. I don't know. It's like, are we going to get there and it's going to be boring? Is that the problem with the Moon? Like,
I'm
kind of dusty and nothing going on.
That's actually one of the things I'm looking forward to is opening up the understanding of how incredible the Moon is. Because most people think of the old pictures of Apollo and dead, dry, boring area. There are vistas on the Moon that are almost beyond human comprehension. I mean, there are mountains that are 3 times the height of Everest. There are canyons that would make, the Grand Canyon look like a minor tributary. The vistas on the Moon are incredible to go there.
But they're all gray.
Actually, there's colorways. Well, the Moon is not that colorful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get somebody out there to paint it.
Yeah.
Maybe. Make it a little. So you think we'll be multi-species. What about Mars? When are we going to get to Mars? And who's going to get there first?
So I believe SpaceX will be the first humans on Mars.
Really?
Powered by SpaceX, absolutely.
Before China?
Yes.
That's a bold prediction.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's so 2025, 30-ish, the first, scouts landing on the Moon.
25 years from now.
Yeah, or less.
Or less.
Or less. Less than that.
20 years, 15 years, something.
Yeah, less than that.
The first scouts will land there.
Yeah.
And they'll be able to get off the Moon. They won't die there. Or you think it's going to be...
Well, we're talking about Mars now, right?
Mars. We're going to go to Mars.
Yeah, they'll come back.
Okay.
Yeah, Mars, and there'll be permanent colonies on Mars. And Elon's absolutely right that people will choose to live on Mars and sell everything they have and move to Mars. And the first babies born on Mars that look back at this blue dot and are told that that's where our species came from, we'll probably want to visit it one day.
Yeah.
But, and I look forward to the children that are...
mind-blowing.
Yeah, there are children...
You grow up in like a bubble on Mars, right?
Right. Well, maybe
because it'll be 100% artificial environments.
Maybe you don't terraform planets to suit our biology. Maybe you terraform ourselves to suit the planets. Right? So Homo spacians, are going to be, as humans branch out into different worlds...
You think that humans could actually evolve to survive on the planet?
Well, we're back to singularity and Ray Kurzweil, and we're back to merging with our machines, and who knows? We will be able to do whatever we want to do. But there are children that will be born on Earth very soon that will look up and see lights on the Moon. And I think the psychological difference of seeing lights on the Moon and knowing that we're a multi-world species will completely transform their perspectives. I think it'll be, peace through space is really what this is all about.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Well, explain what that means, peace through space.
Peace through space. So there's an effect that happens, every astronaut will tell you. Soon there will be private space travelers that will have the same effect. It's called the overview effect. There's a cognitive shift that happens when you're in space looking down on Earth. It happened just by the pictures shown by Apollo of the blue Earth floating in space. That was a profound psychological change of the entire species, right? And to look down on Earth, ironically, only by going out into space and looking back on Earth did we learn to look at the Earth as this fragile biosphere. It led to ecological movements of conservation. Not a bad thing. We should definitely take care of our nest. We should be good stewards of planet Earth. But we also need to move out into space. In this fragile world, we're also sitting ducks, The dinosaurs didn't have a space program.
Right.
So we can't remain as a single planet species and survive. We're just if you believe we should just stay on Earth and consume it until it's gone, you're putting an expiry date on the human species.
Hey everybody, I want to take a moment to tell you about retargeting. This is a very, very important thing for startups to understand because customer acquisition is what it's all about, and AdRoll is the best retargeting platform on the planet. Over 25,000 advertisers use it. And I want to tell you today about a new product they have. It's called Send Roll. No, it's not sending to get you rolls and buttered rolls. No, this is about email. And Send Roll lets you get all those people who are window shoppers, people who are checking out your website, and then you can convert them into buyers, which is what you want, getting them to sign up for your product or service by email. So imagine they visit your site, but then they get an email follow-up. SendRoll is powerful retargeting tech plus effective emails, and the results have been spectacular. The average SendRoll gets a 45 to 60% open rate and a 10 to 20% click-through. And I can tell you, running inside.com, that is probably 3 times, 4 times the industry average. And it's so easy to set up a SendRoll campaign. It just takes minutes. They give you all the templates, and they have a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week customer service line if you need help. And what I always like to do when we have somebody who has a product that's loved on our program, we don't want to read any sponsor messages, any partner messages for things that are not loved. The great part is a lot of my founders from my portfolio use AdRoll, so it's very easy for me to talk about their new product, SendRoll. James Heller, the founder of Rapify, which went through my incubator, says AdRoll is an integral part of our customer acquisition strategy. It allows us to continue to garner impressions long after the initial customer interaction. It's also one of the most cost-effective tools to bolster any integrated marketing strategy. AdRoll is the best retargeting platform, period. That's according to James Heller, good friend of mine and one of my investments at Rapify. So here's your call to action, everybody. Try SendRoll and get a $100 credit. Just go to adroll.com/twist, 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 and get that $100 credit. And please try that SendRoll and give them some feedback and let them know that Jason sent you. Okay, let's get back to this amazing program.